Here we go, my
They've got the
friends.
C's. Let's
CGN
go.
versus
CGN on the attack side here on
GoNext.
Bind.
Two very good things, my friends. This game is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those matches where I'm excited to see how it goes, and it seems like Anguist has already gone off to a pretty poor start. I've been a big fan of what we've seen from Mini so far, especially. I think him and ZEEK have been utter superstars. And while kicking things off already in this pistol, it is just wow! It's clean. They've had three 1v1s,
and they still have
they have won three
ZEEK,
1v1s,
world champion, my friends.
and that leaves, well, in case you're bad at math, 2 people remaining.
Thank you for that, Tom. I was actually struggling through it. I was getting the fingers out to count along, but
Can't wait for
that
the
one for
6-2
me.
half.
Wait, hold on, 1, 2,
Man,
3.
debut on Sova. This guy
yeah.
is so good, man.
Well, I
It's
think
crazy.
CGN, they've still
His
got a
ultimate's
chance
one of the
whenever
best.
Benny's alive, but it's a sad day, Tom. I mean, not getting to see Benny on that Phoenix is
Yeah, I
always a
was thinking about
disaster of a map.
something, man.
I want to see his hot hands out burning up the server, but it ain't happening here today. Well, I say today. See you on the biz.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we went with their old comps, we might have seen it on the first 2 maps, but we'll see. They've already changed this one to bring in a Sage. Not really sure what the plan was here. I think it was just wait it out and hope that they left, but they haven't. So it's going to be a second kill already for Mini. And for Davi, a lot still to be desired.
Yeah, they really could have won that on both maps. Nice shot by
What?
Vince. There's the danger we were talking about. Always
5v4.
lurking. Now down to a 4v4.
Fully smoked.
Yeah, opportunities, time ticking. It seems like actually Alexi's going to get
Had no
caught
idea.
in no man's land. An open position.
Dangerous
that allows
round,
for
man.
a gun to go into the opponent's hands. A huge
Bold has
opportunity
a
for CGN.
challenge still on
The
bed.
wall looking to just make things a bit more awkward for anybody to try and get in and deny that plant, but that isn't to be the case. And with 2 snipers here, you almost rely on your opponents making a little bit of a mistake and over peeking to give them anything. Instead, it's going to be that rifle retrieved, the judge trying to take close quarters, but for the majority of this attacking side, they have fallen back passive and already put another on the death toll.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it's a bit of chaos leaving Bold to do it all, and he might just have it. One more player
Molly.
to find. Oh, the Molly's got it across the line for Vince.
Barbecue.
That was a hell of a try from Bold.
Going to try and hold on to Hookah and the B site. For the rest, they're left with very little. Alexic, though, has started off strong.
So is Davey. 2 kills,
Oh my,
but in
too
comes
much
Alexic on another, equalizing it. And they can't really give that up for CGN. It'd be weapons acquired by their opponents. And then the process of taking space. Mini's landed a beautiful headshot.
Oh my
Give a run
God,
from
dude,
Mini.
what a start.
4 kills with Alexic.
Back to back
Tripling up to
drifted.
Close this one out.
Bold with a smoke. He's a bit late. He's very late, in fact. Now, the flash is going to go through, but I think ZEEK thinks better of it. Doesn't want to overextend. Doesn't want to trade his life out as well. But definitely a bit of missed timing from the side of GoNext, and that's given an opener to CGN.
It absolutely has. They have the advantage, and now it's getting a little bit better. Element drops ZEEK, the re-aggression down B long, the expected rotate to the A site no longer in play. GoNext now play blind. You don't know if that was a lurker left behind. It's a raise, so perhaps unlikely, but it could have been resetting for defaults. This push could be coming in anywhere, and little do they know.
Man, this could possibly
Mini
be a
that will be
save.
tested. Just peppering up a few shots through that smoke
Last
and
minute was
finding
crazy,
nothing. Here comes the entire attacking side. Snakebite too. It's going to be lined up.
Oh, I thought for a second
I
Mini
think
might
there's
be
a
able to
save
get
now,
away
bro.
with a little bit more, but it's only going to be the one.
Yeah,
and with the
it's
res,
chilling now.
they're going to make sure that this round doesn't have any chance of going anywhere.
Timeout.
They do indeed. Well, Mini had a rifle. He hasn't even got his life to hold on to anymore. Profek, though, this drop element stops the push towards the back of the site, holds the safe haven for his teammates to rotate into. Now ready to take this fight, but everybody has left the B site. The teleporter could be a great option for CGN. They've tapped the spike, but they don't intend to plant it, at least not for the moment. Looking for the response from their opponents. Waiting for GoNext to reveal their hand. Nothing's come in. Another tap. And there it is, the showstopper, and it's fired onto the planter. That's Vince destroyed. Spike in the open. And it looks like GoNext want to contest for that, holding the walkout from bench. Beautiful stuff for Profek. Another player down. And they really may consider taking that teleporter. They are stacked up on the side of GoNext.
Yeah, the thing is, it's become such common play to have someone wait on the other side, and with the amount of time left, it would be walking into risky territory. So CGN are trying to fight out of this, but with 5 HP, there's definitely no time for it now. The only goal from Benny is to just hold onto the gun. I think this time there should be a safe space to get the plant in. And the only thing is, Boulder's actually used his Molotov to try and section them apart. The wall up and above. Benny goes down instead. And now they have a chance to actually try and isolate these other two players. The hold from Element. Needs to land a couple of shots, but he's completely missed the beat. Davy wasn't really there to defend him. Looking to try and fall back a little bit, and ZEEK might have just hit the timing. He's looking to try and make his way through the back of the pit while the wall is being broken, while distractions are being had. They're completely unaware that he's coming in behind them, but Vince at the last second turns back around.
Left.
And now with just Mini outside the back, just looking to try and hold on to a gun. Again, the economy won't allow for a risk to be taken. The deep control Bold has, it's understandable. Waiting for that initial shot, the spam not quite connecting, and in fact, Profek has been eliminated immediately. There is a response, but the pit no longer defends them. The flank expected as well by CGN. They are holding their ground with plenty of time to play with. The shots just aren't quite clean enough. Somehow still, Alexic stands. ZEEK alongside him as well.
Holy shit, World Champion ZEEK, man, save the day. He saved 2 rounds right now, bro.
GoNext, 1 orb away from Mini having a thrash. They might want to fight for this B long control. It's a danger for Element to be around, and that's exactly what's occurred. A flash through, an early peek. Still haven't taken the orb, though. They're resetting back. They don't need thrash, at least in their mind. Alexic's making sure that's a reality.
He manages to take down Davy. Doesn't overextend,
the disgrace,
but goes
man.
back for a little more.
Very risky play.
Puts the advantage firmly in his team's hands. They're already going to spot out Benny. Doesn't really tell them too much. In fact, Mosh goes over, but it's a little bit too late.
Vince has
Not going to deny the plant. The defensive side are going to have to go for a full rotation. Vince does still have his Molotov, but we've already seen plenty of rounds slip away by just the clock alone. I also see that Benny has his wall, so he could section off the Lamp's position in the late round. So it's going to funnel them all through a similar position, a crossfire that's there. Already, the first kill is going to go Vince's way. The second as well. And now that orbital strike is available. He's just going to fall back as far as possible, buy as much time. And with the slow, there is no escape, surely. Even still, it's a little bit dangerous. But that clock has surely gone too far. Mini may have found his opponent of Vince.
Very calm,
but it will be another round back and forth. CGN equalize again. Not wanting to allow for quick rotations. Maybe a little bit wary of a showstopper on the other side. And well, Bold is going to play no part in this round. It's left on to ZEEK to be the hero of the B side once again, but this time,
showstopper for
no chance.
Trash for Mini.
Mini will immediately use his ult, trying to put it in tandem with his teammate Showstopper, but it isn't to be. Nothing that GoNext are attempting is succeeding, and CGN have an answer for everything being thrown at them. Mini's spot is being watched like a hawk, and no trouble for Vince. And while Profek is trying to clear a close corner, his teammates, his brothers, have all fallen around him. A chance
75
that you want them to pick up.
I reckon they'd be good at esports.
Trash can.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
Oh.
Toxin screen down.
Anquist has done well at least. That's going to be the start that they were looking for on the defensive side. Now, unfortunately, the rest are stuck behind a wall. So they're now going to have to go running through. And the man waiting on the other side for them is Element. Looking for the timing of the nade. Looks like he might do a little bit of chip damage onto ZEEK, but that's all she wrote. ZEEK, in the meantime, is looking to fight forward. Mini alongside, already putting this back into an equal position. I don't believe he's been able to pick up any of his utility as of yet. So looking like they're just going to have to take this one with the firefights, which for GoNext a lot of the time is exactly what they're looking for. And in a blink of an eye, Profek and ZEEK, when they head over to Abyss. Wow, here you go already. Anguish with the start. Now he's got to try and delay a little bit more. The rest of his team are hightailing it from the other side of the map. They'd stacked up B originally. Anguist's going to stop them getting the plant down, make things that little bit more awkward. Now, they have spotted that the rotations are in. Not quite the control that GoNext would have wanted, but even still, it becomes a much tougher task coming into a retake with pistols than it was finding that opener.
God.
But
What a
maybe
round,
not for
dude.
Anguist. Already a second on the board. Probably looking at his teammates, wondering when they're going to make their face.
This guy's so good, man.
Make their push, and well, he might just do it all.
They stole his
Davi's
skill.
going to steal away the ace, but now it's left onto Profek. Trying
Gotta
to
save him, buddy. Gotta save this weapon, man. What a round for Anguist, man.
For once, Mitch has not
That was a
cursed the player,
masterclass.
and he's had a massive round.
Timeout.
The goal will be surely to try and set up
Interesting
Mini.
angle.
He's going to be the last man in. In fact, not particularly close to the action when they do look to make their way through. ZEEK has been lost for nothing. The info found Davi again. The utility king. We talk about his ultimates, but that dart has made that kill so incredibly easy for his team. And while it's a risk taken by Bold, you can understand it. At this stage, a 3 versus 5, an attempt to try and get something was impossible. Maybe not. Profek has somehow pulled that one out of nowhere.
There's no
Another
way.
for Mini as well. Somehow
Are you
they're
kidding me,
finding
bro?
life in this round, and
What?
he's still alive.
What's
I
happening?
don't know how. Profek has got another one on 5 HP. This man looking to try and take over everything. But he's up against Davi, someone who has had his moments time and time
Yo,
again.
man. He's so good,
It was an
bro.
incredibly
This
nice
guy's the real
attempt.
dude, man. Not gonna lie.
But an attempt is all it will be.
Timeout.
First up for Alexei.
Definitely not the greatest start. They blocked things off a little bit. And immediate... Oh, I think that's
First
the first time I've
time.
ever seen from Davi that's got nothing.
Yeah.
But instead, we've seen the
Oh my
walkthrough.
god. Actually, second
Profek
time.
doesn't clear the angle. And the ult doesn't even get anything either.
It's so rare that I was going to, man.
That is a disappointing start. GoNext already with the disadvantage, but Bold quick to pull it back. The spams taking him desperately low, holding on by a thread, and that breaks quite quickly. Anguist up close, catches the return onto
But
Alexei,
it's still,
and with ZEEK down,
in the end,
Mini's the only
didn't
man
even
left.
matter,
1
bro.
versus 4, no
Mini,
utility.
1
There's no
for 4.
post plant
This
for
is
this.
going to
He's
be
just got to rip the heads
mad
clean off, and there's too
point
many
for
players.
CGN.
And there's a wall in the way. Defuse right behind it. And this one is done.
It comes down to the point that I need a whole lot more. And an immediate clear
Next
of
map,
ramps, but
Abyss.
As said, the reads from CGN have been perfect. They had nobody there.
Davies down, but Anguist. Defensive side Viper, man, it has just been on fire,
Oh
and
my
a third
God.
kill acquired.
Oh!
Anguist is in for 4.
It's on
He looks
fire, man.
just
That's
for the
beautiful,
final
bro.
kill, and Ace with 1 more. The swing is good. It's
Ace,
Mini on the
ace,
other
ace.
side.
No.
He'll rob him of that opportunity, but he might not be able to steal the map away. 3 players still to drop. A hard round to find the
Starbucks.
solution to. A tough one to fix. CGN look to steal this map away. It's done. Surely Mini makes a damn good try of it. Puts it down to
Shit.
just Vince. There was a double swing.
Wait there,
He
now,
got a
bro.
taste of his own medicine through the wall. The final
Yo,
kill.
Vince in there to close it out. GG.
But Vince hammers home the map for CGN.
I never faced that man's Bulldog. You've always got to give him the respect. But
Well, that's it. The opportunities are most certainly there. Starting us out, there's a bit of a battle with Invasion of GoNext going straight down middle. They've taken 3 players to the bottom of mid, fighting directly into the attacker's spawn, and already we're seeing a scrappy duel for the site with
that's insane,
Alexei
man.
swinging through to deny the plant,
Oh, yeah,
reloading for more.
pictures now.
It's Element to drop him, and
Next
with
level
Vince still
production,
scrapping
bro.
around middle. Reinforcements needed. Profek comes to help, but a little too late. Teammates have already fallen. Same can be said for him, though. Mini's already on the defuse. He's going to get it close. Davey has to rush around that corner, and as he swings, Mini's got his aim right on his head. A beautiful connection to close this one out in favor of GoNext.
Goes bye-bye.
well, for now at least. Some awkward fights, Daddy. Okay. Marshall's definitely proving to bring value. We've seen this before. Not necessarily in his hands, but the only thing now is where they opt to take this. They're going to be facing into either Alexei's rifle, Mini, which is not much better, or maybe the SMG of ZEEK. It seems like they've chosen option A. which normally ends in death. We'll have to see what he's able to get away with here. It's not the prettiest of fights. In fact, it's messy, forcing him back off the angle. Pop flash, a paranoia. It's going to force him all the way back. And look at where the rest of the defenders are. They are
You almost
so
died,
far
dude.
away, completely overwhelmed. Is this going to be the third time
God,
this series
what is this
the
series,
GoNext
man?
have won the pistol
Show me
and
a photo.
lost round 2?
It very well could be. CGN are able to do so much in these rounds, and it looks like they're about to do so much more. Vince, damage done, and it's an easy follow-up. Anguished able to drop Mini and leave ZEEK all by his lonesome. 3 players still need to be dropped by this man. And although he has a one-shot weapon, just 1 hit needed, with this outlaw, he is going to find it hard to drop all 3. Only 2 chambers and not even 1 shot fired. And see that Element is falling all the way back because Benny's about to entry into the A site, clearing out all this space, but GoNext have already conceded it. They're now just clearing mid themselves, making sure they've got some sort of safety to their behind. That's one of the things they'll still be able to keep on lockdown with Mini, the B site. Cam is going to block off a lot of space. And now the retake on A needs to be all together. Bladestorm for Element, not likely to be used. Ult for Vince could be maybe used as a recon, but GoNext have a good chance here. Benny.
Already. Dizzy through. Alexic is going to find that opener. They know where Benny is, and they're trying to get players towards that defusal. In fact, they've been able to melt the rest of them away. And now, Benny's position is not a great one. Molotov, I don't think that's connected. It's not even going to matter. He's been cleared out anyway. A huge round. GoNext. Thrash used just for info. It's going to be retrieved. It'll be allowed to be used again, but this quickly forces the hand of CGN for the fight. And well, after being a hero in the last round, Alexic's already gone. Mini, once again, a solo defender on this site, hoping that he can stop them before they get too far into the afterplant, but his position has definitely been noted. Holding on to it would have been a pretty big risk. And again, they're getting caught by that same Cam, Anguist, just causing them problems.
Nice Hunter's Fury. No surprise. Davies on it again.
Oh
That's
my
2
God.
kills after early
Remember that one that he
damage.
missed? Now he got 2.
And the side of GoNext decimated by this ultimate. It was already a poor start.
Yo, he's so
foot,
good
but
with
now,
Sova, man. If you want to learn how to play Sova, watch this guy more often,
it's time
bro.
to go
He's
the
so
other side
good.
of the map and save.
Reduce the amount of defense that they'd be running into on this side of the map. Vince going to use his ultimate almost just as a recon to try and find out where those players are. And ZEEK, he's kind of out of this one. In fact, Boulder's just going to go jumping in. Takes the risk instead. 25 seconds. First kill finally comes in, but it's gone that way of the defense. And more is needed, but Element wins that fight. In fact, they're winning every fight. There was 3 players waiting on that site, and the only one that gets a kill is straight through smoke.
It's going to be 5-2.
Post plants are disgusting. That's not a bad tag from Bold. And, you know, he's caught a second player for a blind Hunter's Fury. That could have gone a lot worse. Like that.
Could have gotten shot, could have missed, I suppose. Nice opening, and the follow-up was very nearly there as well. We've already seen Mini fall. Vince down below. They expected him for a moment, but he's got the timing. A perfect read of the empty space. And the shrouded step that lets him cross back. Element steps were shrouded too. He made his way up into heaven, and they had no idea that that was the danger zone this time. Flying high with his 3rd kill. And ZEEK is gone. He's trying to save this weapon for the next round. A storyline that I think GoNext are far too familiar with. It.
Not in the greatest of positions either. With 25 seconds to make a move, Element is going to be... Oh, no! The timing for Bold again is nightmare fuel. Looks away the second his opponent comes around the corner. Pressure going to be onto Profek. He's someone who normally thrives within it. Has ZEEK for support. The flash is perfect though. And so are both shots from Benny. The Phoenix doubters sat down. Whether you believe he's using it as an initiator, a duelist, whatever you like, it's working. And to find both kills at the back of the site.
Gonna play some Phoenix too,
bro.
Put
this defense in a terminal position. Like, this is such a difficult place to fight back from.
GN is a very good team.
Ready. but nobody's overfacing.
But they're getting destroyed on the map.
Okay, then they're just gonna try and ninja diffusers. They're not gonna sit it in front of me, but the second I know you're not on it,
yeah, I
it's the second I
has been a dominant display, and it's not slowing down.
Dang, bro, these guys are on fire, man.
Swinging Alexic on the
GN
ground.
had no chance here.
And GoNext. Well, they're on the way out, but
I
it's
wasn't
gonna be
expecting
costly still.
the series
Okay,
to go
Anguist falls. Peeking up on
like
top,
this,
trying to
man.
punish the
I
retreat. That's at
expected
least something.
to be very
Damage done to
close
ZEEK in
game.
return.
Camera taken out.
They've spotted a couple of players in middle. So I know there isn't a full commitment into that B site just yet, even with the util that was expended. Element, right place, right time. He's already going to find one. He's ready for the next, but Bold has found another trade. Two of him already in this round. Avi looking to try and turn the tide once again in their favor. And actually, GoNext have found a gap. There is a gap.
The only times I see Phoenix Zone on this map, in my ranked games, is when my team has 5 duels, bro.
Towards that open spot.
Indeed, the plant is going to be found, and CGN forced for the retake. Bold 28 HP, but take a look at Benny's position. That will be everything. If Bold can catch him off guard, perhaps he's got a chance. This recon fired out gives him away. Benny knows he's at least further back, playing this one deep. He'll be cautious as he swings out. The timing here key. He's seen Bold. He knows he's low. Just one angle. That's all he needs. One bullet, and it's Vince as he's forced out in the open. A double kill, a triple. In fact, quickly flipping this in favor of CGN. And the old orb going towards Benny. Just one for him. It seems like GoNext already seizing a decent amount of space. Element tries to punish, but not able to find himself the kill. CGN locked out, smoked out, plant coming through. Better start for GoNext than we normally see. With full investment, they could catch them off guard. Unfortunately, it's not going well. Davey, that might be a Hunter's Fury. He might rename his Guardian. 2 quick kills.
I'm gonna check it out, this guy's
starting
stream,
this
bro.
one off. And GoNext now scrambling. The flank sent out by Mini, but it's going to be very late. He needs time, and they're running out of it desperately. Utility used, but this is all part of the plan. CGN, they've got site control, and they're causing havoc. The wrap around. Perfect deals with both, and Mini's flank finds value at last.
If you win, I'm gonna sub for you, bro.
It all in the time here. It's decent, but
he's
Propag will shut him down through the smoke. Eventually,
1% of hope for GN.
As we mentioned, GoNext composition. Just very good in those post-plant scenarios. Already, Thrash sent out to clear the angles, not covered by the ultimate, and Alexic is already going to be picking off another. Looking to try and get into the backlines. Doesn't know there's still a man there, so that's a freebie for Vince. And you can see that Davy just looking for any information he can find for the team. The fact is, though, now we get into that true danger zone for the defense. Although, saying that, Davy has picked off one more.
Yeah, now this is getting a little bit spooky. GoNext have no room for error, and it seems like there might already have been one. First star goes down to deny. Second is for the stun. Big swing on the back of it. Spray down is not good. It's already being diffused.
Oh, no.
Those shots aren't landing.
No.
And it's 12 again with players under their nose. They're diffusing. I mean, GoNext, I cannot imagine.
Timeout.
You're kind of crazy. That's a recon. It is. There goes the Hunter's Fury, and Bold picking up one. I'm waiting to see the kill feed light up in Davy's favor, but he doesn't land it. Some damage, but a 2v4 for CGN.
30 seconds left.
Round's over.
Spike planted.
Actually, we never know.
Position to be in.
Love to
And again, it feels like it would take pretty big mistakes. Anguist, though, as clinical as ever, he's got a good read on this. Has a really good idea that there's a player around this corner, but he can't quite land the shots. The read was there, but
that kill,
too much.
Oh my god.
And now Davy. All right, that's one hell of a start.
Check out this guy's stream, man.
Minnie got to feel a little bit frustrated, but I think maybe realized it was just an attempt to try and find an early advantage. They're going to try and break in. Now, timing here for Minnie is going to be everything. If he gets this right, he potentially wins them the round. And, well, that's not going to be the case. Anguist has managed to catch him and is looking for a little bit more. Has the information and lands.
Man, this guy is so good, bro.
This guy has had so many high-impact rounds throughout this tournament so far.
He's
No
claiming
doubt the
every time.
MVP
His
for
aim's so
CGN,
good,
and
bro.
now you need to see one on the other side. Who is there for GoNext?
Who is the hero? It's certainly not ZEEK. And with
Now
4
get your
kills
raise.
under his
Now
belt,
get your
that
raise.
defensive side sentinel that we were so excited to see is showing his face at last. The ace on the cards. He's the one swinging. It's his to take. It's his to lose. But he's waiting with his teammates, just baiting him into an open element. Will
No
take it
ace
in the
for
end.
you,
But
bro.
you can see
GG.
It wasn't greedy. Even in the last moments, the discipline of CGN shines through. A beautiful series, and my hat's off to them. That is a gorgeous display of a unique style of Valorant.